we're going to do a headlight replacement on a VW Touareg. It's the second generation, it's the 7P. This one's a 2017, which has the HID globe. In fact, the one that's coming up as an error is on my left-hand side. Symptoms on mine have been that the light comes on for about a minute and then just goes off and fails. I'm going to replace both HID bulbs on each side. There's a good chance the other one will go at the same time. Workshop manual tells me I've got to take the front bumper off to remove the headlight so that I can get access to it. First step is to take out the grille. There's going to be 4 screws with T20 Torx. Then we're going to come around here. There's 3 screws underneath. We've got to pull this trim forwards. That will reveal some clips and screws for the bumper here. There's 4 clips along here we've got to prise out, and that's pretty much it. Once we've done the Torx on the top of this grille, there's some tabs under here, and so you need to pry those out. So what I've ended up doing is using the trim removal tool and started at the left hand edge. So if you prise up slightly, you can see where the clips are under there, and so you've got one by here, another one there, and you've got to get the trim tool underneath. So this last one, I'm just going to do that now. So it's about that far from the edge. You can see I've got the trim tool in there, and then you can just put your hand in and just gradually pop it out. Yeah, that one was loose. So working it from one end, just one at a time, gradually just pop it out slightly and work your way along. So that now should just come off. No connections or anything. So we'll tie it up, put that over here. Okay, so that's revealed the bolts that we have to get to for the bumper cover. So there's more Torx T20 in there, and once we've done those, so I'm just going to loosen those now, take them out rather. I might just leave a couple in there just to hold it, stop it falling down once I remove everything else. And then, as I said earlier, there's 3 to get to underneath. We'll get to those in a moment. So just leaving 2 in there halfway, just as a holder coming down underneath, under the front here. We've got 3. There we go. Undo this one. I think it's this one and this one. And they're the 3 we've got to do, and there's 3 on the other side as well. So we'll do those now. So to get these side bits off, I've just got the trim removal tool. I'm going to put it in there slightly, just to ease it out, and then try and do this with one hand. I'm just going to reach down, just feel the edge of that. So having undone the screw underneath there, this should just pop out. It will probably just clip out. There we go. And then I'm going to have to work that out all the way along. There we go. So that just pops out. We just need to get past this bit here, and there's probably something we need to get access to just under there. So we'll just come past a little bit. Okay, so I've got it as far as there. And if I come around this side here, hopefully you can see it. So I pull this out and turn this up. There you go. I've got the screw just by there that we've got to undo, as well as the trim. So coming from the side here, you can see I've removed the screw from there. And I'm just going to undo these wheel liner screws, one there, one down there. There is a screw holding the liner up here, which I'm just starting to undo. Again, another T20. I've switched over to the little ratchet because my screwdriver version won't fit with the wheel there. Next up we've got to pry this apart. So I've just got the trim removal tools in there just to try and ease the tabs, and then this should just pop out. I'm going to get 2 hands, and you got to give it confidence and just short shot tug, and then that comes off. And now we can do the same around the other side. So again, I'll do the screws from the bottom, pop this bit out all the way up to here, and then pop this out again. So I'll cut to the next bit. Okay, so I've got both sides off now. I've actually undone the 2 screws I had up here and just started prying this way. I think there actually might be some more screws underneath. Now there's a center screw, again T20 just under here. right in the center. Undo that one. That really helps the bumper just drop down a little bit. You can see that that's created loads of space for me now. I'm tempted, I might just put a cable tie here just to take a bit of weight. But other than that, we're good with access for the headlight. So as you can see, 2 bolts, there's that one there, and this one here that I've taken out. They're the only 2 underneath that allow you to remove the headlight. And then you've got the one on the top here, and just lift out this little clip here. Headlight will just slide forward gently. Now there is just one wiring harness that comes into the headlamp unit, and that's through this connector here. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that connector, and then there's a little tag here holding it in that just pops out, and there we go, headlights just move forward. So now we're free to take this out and give us a bit more room to get the backing and the bulb out. So we now have the headlight out, and I don't know, that probably took less than an hour to get to this point. Rinse and repeat for the other side. So I came out again, 2 bolts at the bottom, 1 on the top, and the little clip that goes in there, and then undo the harness, and out it slides. So I've got that over here. So there's a headlight, and if I flip this around carefully, that's the back of the HID unit that we want to get out. So yeah, it's just going to be some. We can either take off the ballast first, or we can take the whole thing out. I think we can actually take the whole thing out. Maybe I'll do one at a time. I think there's a plug going into the back of this, so as we loosen each one, there'll be a plug to undo. So that was 3 T20 Torx bits for this top section. That should hopefully just wiggle out. Okay, so it's going to be a cable to undo there. Yep, there we go. So this metal one comes out. So there's a clip just on front. I believe you just push that and that releases it. And then this is just a standard plastic tag clip there. So we'll pop those off. Okay, yeah, so that's now removed. It was just pushing that and it took a bit of wiggling to get off. This one was nice and easy. Straightforward plastic clip there to push in. So those are removed. Now we're just going to take these, again, I think that's T20. Take off those 2 there. This should then just pop off the back and give us access. You can see the back of the bulb in there. Now we have the plastic cover off. Yeah, it's just the 2 on the bottom, and then it just swings up. Tags go under there. So we've got, this is the connector that we just pulled off the other piece. It goes to there. I'm going to leave that on because it's just going to come out with a globe. Here's the globe connector. So each one of these, it's just a spring clip, so we're going to bring it in towards us, so slightly down and towards us and back up. There you go, that's released that one. And then this one here, I'll do the same. Okay, so those are now released, so this globe should just pull out. Just to note, especially with the new one, you don't want to be touching the glass off the globe with your hands. So certainly with the new one, I'm going to be wearing gloves to put that back. This is the old one, and obviously just want to double check the spec on the back there with any replacements that you're buying. So in my case, it's an Osram, looks like a D8S. I've actually gone for some alternative aftermarket ones. So I've put that back in. You have to push quite firm so that you can bed it down. Make sure you know which way up it's going. Basically the connector goes for the cable goes on this side, and this is the outside of the headlamp here. Which way up I got it. I think I've got it upside down, but this is the outside edge. And you got the spring clips that wrap around that black circular base there and hook into place there, so you kind of bringing them out, down, and hooking. And this one here, out, down, hook. Your plastic cover goes back on. Just make sure the rubber seal around that groove is in place. You want to keep the water out, and that just goes into those tabs there. Then I'm just going to do the 2 screws up there and there before I then plug in the ballast and then fix the ballast down to those 3. Tighten these back up. So then we're going to put the ballast back on. So again, the white plug goes to this bigger connector here, bigger socket, and the metal shrouded one goes here. Remember, the metal, as you're pushing it in, you just need to hold that clip in. So with those cables clipped in, and they only go one way, so you don't have to worry too much. Again, just making sure that rubber seal is seated properly, and then you get this the right way around. Where are we? That way around. And we just push that back in there gently. Okay, that's seated, and then we'll just do up the 3 screws. And with those back on, we're now ready to put the headlight back in the car. And putting this back in, it just gently slides. That's just clipped into place there, which is nice. Holds it, stops it falling back out. Haven't done any of the other bolts up yet, but I'm going to put the one in there. I'll do that one loosely, and then tighten up the 2 as I put those in there, and it should sit nicely, so that will pull up snug. Now in theory you may need to do a headlight realign, because we've had these out. What I'm hoping for is that they're going to be a very close fit to where they were before. We'll test it against the wall after this and see how we go. So with the 2 screws there done up, this one on top done up, I'm just going to reconnect so ready to put the bumper back on. It's just going to be the reverse of what we did before. I'm going to cut my cable tie, bring this back up, clip the 2 sides in, lining that up carefully there and just popping it back in. Once I've got that cover clipped into place there, I'll start by putting the first middle bolt under there in. Don't forget we'll have to screw the bolt into the side, which goes into this bit here, holds it at the top corners on each side. Then we'll carefully put the trim back, so it should just be popping back, and then we've got the 3 bolts underneath on each side. Let's get to it. And there we are, all back, looking good.